Hello and welcome to my Dare to Win save with Hereford. This is the third season. We're in the Vanarama National League, and as you can see, we're expected to finish mid-table, reach the FA Cup proper, and reach the latter stages of the FA Trophy. And this is the budgets. If you've been following us, the idea is that we start in the north or south, whichever team we fancy. And we see how far we go. The plan is to become the best manager in the country. It's either going to be at Hereford, or we will, if we get headhunted, we will move off and try pastures new. So yeah, it's a new season, just about to kick off. We're playing Scarborough today. They're predicted to finish 24th, and I'm predicted to finish 12th. I don't really pay a lot of attention to what that says, to be honest. So the club vision, then I've just said mid-table. Um, yeah, we're still part timers. That's not going to change anytime soon. There's just no money in the club. Um, Wage budget's 14 grand. I'm struggling with my wage budget a bit, scouting budget this year a bit, and I've spent a bit more. So what I've done this season, if you remember rightly, we struggled with fitness towards the end of last season. And yeah, we've been busy in the transfer market. Not overly. A lot of the players I've tried to sign didn't want to know. So Brandon Aviro's left on a free. Okay, I put fair few hours into this, and it's very frustrating that a lot of the players you're trying to sign decide to go elsewhere. But anyway, Ryan Broom we signed right at the end of last season. John Martin's a new signing. He came in before July the 1st, which is when we do the June the 30th, July the 1st, when we do the free transfers. Yeah, he's coming as this cover up front due to Onyeka being injured long term. The cover I did get in originally is had to step up as well, so I've got cover there now. I've also brought. I've tried to strengthen the back four. I was struggling with fitness, and I didn't really have anybody. If you remember rightly, I was playing Robinson from centre midfield as a centre half, which wasn't good. So I brought Paul Apia into the club on a free transfer. 6'3", jumping reach 13, heading 11. He looks good in pre-season. I've got to be honest. He looks solid. He's going to be partnered by Mazid Ogungbo. Nice Irish name there. Again, he's 6 foot. He wants to play. I think this guy was trying to play left back, but he's going to be my centre half for the start of the season anyway. He's jumping reach 12, heading 11. He's got a fair bit of pace. So we're a little bit quicker at the back this year than what we were last. Also brought in Kyle Kelly. Didn't need him. He was on a free, 3.5-star current and 5-star potential. Yeah, he's a young 18-year-old. He's got a cover, and he will drop into the team if need be. And the other one, I've finally got decent cover at right back. I've got two players now competing for the position. So yeah, Will Greenidge came in on a free. Again, good pace. Stamina and strength a little bit of a worry, but the rest of it, I think, yeah, we'll see. And again, he looks good in pre-season. And what that means is on the lineup, I'll go straight through to the tactical meeting actually, because we're going to get straight into the game. Still got Ajiri in goal. I looked at a couple of goalies, but they were inconsistent performers when I scouted them. Other than that, there's a couple of others kicking about, but nothing that I'm really interested in at the moment. So we got Sears, who was fullback for us last year. Apia and Ogungbo are new centre halves, and Richards is playing left back at the moment. I have got cover in all these positions now, so I'm happy with the back four. I got Thorpe and Broadbent, same midfield as we were playing last season. Okay. Again, I got Reed and Smith. Smith has become my captain this year. Replaced Onyeka. Onyeka is still out. They're saying now 3 to 6 months. And he's not happy at the club anyway because we haven't got changing ground. So yeah, we've got Thorpe and Broadbent. One's playing advanced playmaker, one's playing deep playmaker. McKendy is playing out wide on the left. Broom is starting on the right, but I honestly expect Reno to be pushing for that again. He got in last season and he made it his own own position, but I want to try Broom, see what he brings to the club. And I've got Martin and McGiff starting up front. Norton was the one I brought in for cover last season. He's covering at the moment. It's not any slight on him. He's more than able to start the games. I've just gone with this starting 11. And then in depth now we've got Dibley Diaz I'm keeping hold of. He could develop. He could become a good player. He's 3-star with 4.5-star potential. I've got Belouane, who was centre half last year with Williams. Williams signed a new contract. He wanted to leave, but nobody wanted him. Cracking, but he does make a lot of mistakes. So yeah, I've got a bit of cover there. Like I said, Greenidge is full back, Robinson's a midfield. So we've got good support for the team, and hopefully that's going to help get us through the congested fixture that we get, and come out the other end with a bit of fitness. So without further ado, let's get on with the game. No major changes to tactics. In fact, I don't think I've changed anything. So yeah, it's the same system that we've had for the last 2 seasons. We finished 4th last year off the back of this system, so I don't see any need to really change it. We're starting at home, so I'm expecting a good performance today, and hopefully a good season. Of course, we are a bit unfortunate that Wrexham have been dire for the last 2 seasons, so they're still in this league and they're favourites to win it. But time will tell. Time will tell. So yeah. Some new players, so we might have a bit of a slow start to the season, but overall I don't think it's damaged the dynamics too much. So Broadbent forward to Thorpe, back to Apia, out to Sears, and we have started playing the ball around really nicely. Martin turns on the ball and he's running at them, getting to the byline, crosses it in, well defended I suppose. McKendy picks it up, good cross in, and there you go, first goal. Martin, a new signing, straight in with a towering header into the top corner, and that's 1-0, and another nice little celebration there. And guys, that puts us first in the league, so we're top of the league after 50 seconds of the season start. So yeah, let's hope we stay there. But that was cracking play and a cracking back cross and a fantastic header. You can't argue with that. And hopefully we're going to keep that up. It wasn't very long. Colchester are second favourites, by the way, behind Wrexham. So yeah, it's going to be a tough season, I know, but let's see how we get going. So McKendy galloping down a wing. Oh, he didn't control that very well, did he? Agungo to Broadbent into Martin. He's in again, and he's hit the post, and they've given it away, and McGiff has picked up the pieces, and that's 2-0. And well, you couldn't hope for a better start, could you? 9 minutes into the season. We were averaging 2,200 supporters last season, and it's looking pretty full today. So I'm hoping we can, reap the benefits of that and some good performances. And yeah, that's 2-0. I'm happy start. So yeah, it's going to be again. I've got no cash. I'm not going to get full-time status anytime soon. I've sort of half given up on that now. If we get some money, I might ask again. But at the minute, it's just so I'm actually thinking that the biggest one for me now is going to be training facilities. But I know that if we're not full time, we're going to really struggle to go anywhere with this team. So it doesn't matter what players you get if you're not training them and developing them and getting them to realise their potential. I've signed some really good, promising players on free contracts, and they've just dwindled in ability. And there you go, 3-0. Lovely cross into McGiff. Martin and McGiff seem to be partnering up well there for the first game of the season. 3-0, 12 minutes in. This could become a bit of a rout and a cracking morale builder. But like I said, we have strengthened. We are a better team today than we were in the last episode. So yeah, and I don't want to say too much because this has got 3-3 or something written all over it, hasn't it? But no, it's a good start. I can't argue with this so far. And Appiah wins the ball to Martin, down to Broom. Broom lays it back to Sears, plays it into Thorpe in the midfield to Broadbent, over the top, but that's just too far. And yeah, I'm confident this season. I think if we need to get an FA Cup run, we need the money from an FA Cup run. We're desperate for a good cash injection. I mean, Gifts. Oh, he's hit the post. That was unlucky. It's where my dog's trying to get my other dog to play, and she doesn't want to. Sorry about the noise if you can hear the whimpering in the background. And McKenda's picked that up and he's driving through. He's got a finish in him, this boy. Oh, straight over. He scored some crackers last season for us. And yeah, half an hour in. And so far, everything's looking positive. Thorpe to Broadbent. Out over the top for McGiff to run onto. McGiff's through one-on-one with the keeper. Can he find? Oh, he's crossed to Martin, and they've tied up again. The two of them. They've got a cracking partnership going there. And this was why I actually picked these two to start rather than Norwood, because in the last couple of friendlies they've really linked up well and played some good football together. And I'm hoping they're going to bring each other on and get the best out of them. So that's 2 goals each and an assist each as well. So that's how well they're performing. And yeah, 4-0 with 30 minutes on the clock. And for those of you, and oh dear, oh well. And for those of you that are wondering, Wrexham never took me up on my show of interest in the job, which I wasn't really surprised at. At the time, I was a bit down in the dumps with Hereford's board, and I just thought, wow, well, that looked like an own goal, didn't it? I well put it past the keeper inadvertently. These things happen. Overall, though, we're going well. Sears plays it over the top for Martin. He's going to run in. Oh, lovely little take on his head there and through, and that's it, 5-1. And wow, this Hereford side are exciting me. You know, we've rolled teams over in pre-season, but that means nothing because they're lower rep teams, aren't they, usually? But to come out first game of the season and put in a performance like this in 34 minutes, that's a cracking finish by Martin. And like I said, I can't take the credit for it because it was my director of football that put an offer in for him, and I had a look at his stats and I thought, well, let's let it go through and see. And yeah, here he is. And that director of football chose. Oh, I thought that was in. Decided to leave. He he was obviously good at his job because he suddenly decided he was worth like nearly 3 times the money that he was getting, with a couple of other clauses. And I'm sorry, but I'm quite tight on the purse at the minute because we don't have I know we're underspending on the budget, but you can see from my scouting budget, and we've only got $500,000 in the bank. It's tight, so I'm not going to be spending out thousands of pounds on non-playing staff like that. Even if you can find me the Martins in this world. But Broadbent to Thorpe. Thorpe over the top. McKendy has got so much pace, and I've never seen him really display it yet. I expected to be able to watch him breeze, and oh, the keeper's fumbled it. I expect to see McKendy just breeze by players, but as yet, I've never really witnessed it. And I can't believe every defender in this league is a 16 for pace and acceleration. But what a cracking first half. That makes the first half time talk rather easy, doesn't it? Outstretched arms. A lot of shots, I'm very happy. A lot of shots, a lot of goals. And of course this gives me the chance now. I can rotate straight away. Not so worried this time of season. We've got a perfect 10. What a start to the season. I'm half tempted to substitute him to keep that 10 intact for the first game, but here they're coming through again, a shot and a keeper. Oh dear. I am looking for another keeper. Like I said, I had a couple that I was going to sign, but when I scouted them properly and we got into it, none of them were consistent performers. One of them was really injury prone. Yeah, so we decided not to. So I'm going to give Mr. Ogungo a rest. And did I not put a centre-half as a sub? So we put Lewis Richards into there and bring Babayo on. Scott Smith's my captain. He's going to come on and give Mr. Elliott a rest. And this guy with a hat trick on his debut, John Martin, 3 goals. What a start. So yeah, there you go then. 3 subs made. Let's see the game out now. I'm more than happy. It's been a quiet second half. But the damage was done in the first half. Apia wins the header. We're playing about with it there, but Broadbent shrugged off a challenge, got the ball, plays it down to McGiff, and he's caught on the ball. And it's over the top. Sears is standing him up, and oh, what a finish. He laced that in, didn't he? Hey, not a lot you can do about that. 5-2 is flattering them, I think, to be honest, the way we started. And we, in all honesty, we probably have eased off in the second half, but oh yeah, beautiful outside of the right boot. Bang. Put his laces straight through it. So I'm going to praise the guys for the first game of the season. I think they've done really well. Over the top. Nodded down. It's alright, if you can hear them in the background, the dogs have managed to get each other playing, so... And it's Bayabu with a throw in into McKendy. And McKendy caught on the ball into Broadbent from Bio. Smith to Broom. Broom lays it back out to Bayabu. McKendy, Broadbent. Broadbent with a shot. And we're just seeing out time now, really. Main thing is to finish the game, no injuries. And Richards plays it forward to McKendy. McKendy plays it back in midfield. No, he's turned, played a lovely ball over the back to Broom, charging it. Oh, absolutely perfect football. That is what you call giving the fans what they asked for, isn't it? Eh? There can't be any sad faces going out of here today. Lovely ball over the top. Broom run on it. First touch. Bang, bang. Wow, wow, wow. Well chuffed. 6-2 to Hereford. And yeah, that is a cracking opening day's work. We've got to be top of the table, I would guess. Or a very good second, if not first game. Why not celebrate it? And again, outstretched arms. That was a good win, lads. And there you go. Top of the tree where we belong. And Wrexham have drawn in their opening game. To FC Halifax. Wow, wow, wow. And Colchester were the other ones. They got a win. A nice win. So, yeah. I've had a quick look through. And there's a lot of professional teams in this league this season again, so we're going to have to earn everything we've got. I think if we're not a country mile clear going into the end of, beginning of February, mid-February, we're not going to be promoted this year either. So McGiff, absolutely fantastic first game. More than happy with that, and I miss the crowd. 2095. Well, a bit down on last season, but first game, that'll get them coming. That'll get them coming. So, I'm going to stop this here. I'll have a look at stuff and I'll either come back for another game on this one or we'll play a few more games and see where we're at. Anyway, thank you for watching. If you've enjoyed it, please leave a like. Hit a subscribe. I'm going to have to let the dogs out, I'm afraid, because they're playing me up a little bit. And I hope to see you soon. Bye bye.